Imagine a world where the Mongol invasions of Japan in the 13th century were successful. The winds that historically scattered the Mongol fleets, known as the kamikaze or divine wind, did not occur, allowing the might of the Mongol Empire to descend upon the islands with full force. How would this have reshaped history? In our alternate timeline, Kublai Khan's fleets, filled with Mongol warriors and Chinese and Korean auxiliaries, sail unhindered across the Sea of Japan, landing on the beaches of Kyushu. Unlike in our history, the defending samurai, taken by surprise and overwhelmed by numbers, are unable to repel the invaders. With Japan under Mongol control, the cultural and political dynamics of East Asia shift dramatically. The samurai class, traditionally ruling through strength and loyalty to their lords, now faces integration with the administrative structures of the Mongol Empire, blending martial traditions with centralized governance. Japanese cultural elements would intermingle with Mongol and Chinese influences, creating a hybrid culture. Literary works, tea ceremonies, and no theater might incorporate aspects of Mongol storytelling and entertainment, while the traditional Japanese kanji could be supplemented with Mongol scripts. The spread of Buddhism in Japan might take on new forms, driven by Mongol patronage. Temples originally built in Chinese or Korean styles might see a unique blend of Mongol architectural influences, leading to a distinctive new style of religious structures. While initially faced with resistance from Japanese factions loyal to their native rulers, Mongol governance eventually stabilizes, enabling trade to flourish. Silk, spices, and ceramics flow along a new trade corridor, enriching both Japan and the wider Mongol Empire. Meanwhile, the rest of Asia takes notice. Korea, now seen as a staging ground for Mongol influence into Japan, becomes a cultural bridge between the two regions. Chinese scholars write extensively about the new Japano-Mongol society, intrigued by this fusion of cultures. As decades pass, the Mongol control of Japan leads to political and technological exchanges with far-reaching effects. Firearms, introduced much earlier than in our timeline, change military practices across the archipelago and beyond. Finally, the question arises: what might happen as the Mongol Empire eventually faces decline? Would Japan reclaim independence, and if so, what kind of state would emerge from this unique fusion of cultures and technologies? The historical impacts ripple outward, challenging us to ponder how the world would have reshaped around this significant alteration in history.